Okay, so today just quickly, we ripped out the bathroom. I think I showed you that already, and I'm just going to show you just how to prep it. So all we're doing really is getting the walls nice and smooth, so that when the plaster comes in, the tiler comes in, you can get a nice smooth tile. He'll waterproof that and screed it. Obviously, that's what the tiler does. And I won't touch the hob because obviously the hob he'll build to where he wants. I'll tell him where he wants it, and he'll put in the bricks. But I'll get the bricks for him. But what we're going to do today is this wall. So you can see when we remove the tiles, because there was getting water in behind it, the plaster got really wet and it came off with the tiles. So I chipped it away, and we're just going to go over and smooth it. We're going to mud in the pipes again, and just get it nice and smooth, ready for tiling. And you need to do it because I don't know if you can see how, you won't be able to see it on the camera, but this wall is so crooked. So we'll get that right. When you're doing some plastering, if you've got a bit of rust, like I lent this to someone, so they obviously haven't done it, but if you've got your tools, put a bit of, that's WD-40, but CSC will do the same on them. Give them a bit of a rub around and clean them off, and that'll get rid of any rust that you have on them. And just prep your tools. And what you also do is at the end, when you finish your plastering job, do the same. Bit of WD-40, rub them together, make sure you get everything off. It just stops it rusting. See how you got a little bit of rust there? It'll get rid of it. And just means it's good for when you use it the next time. So obviously whoever borrowed these just forgot to do it. So you can see it there, it's just getting all the rust off. Basically, when you get your plasterer's float from the hardware store, find one that has the mixture on the back, and it'll tell you the proportions you need. So we're going to do clay bricks here. So we're going to do a mixture of, alright, for every 5 lots of sand, we're using one of these. So that's how we're going to do it. Obviously I'm not doing that much, so I've got to kind of get the ratios as best I can using my eye. But it's going to give me a good mix, and I'm going to hand mix it. Now, when you're dealing with professionals, I'm doing it as a home handyman, I don't do that much plastering, but when they do it, they have the whole setup. They have the tub, they have the mixer, and they've been doing it for ages. They do it every day, so for them, they'll have the best setup. So if you want to see a good setup, get them to show you theirs. So now it's add water and stir. Now when you're doing the water, it's quite nice just to put a little pit in the middle. Makes life a bit easier. Right, so basically all we're going to do is start at the bottom with the float like that and work it up. We want to get a good about 10 mil on there so that it gives us something to screed back. So let's see how we go. Mix a tiny bit more because I'd like a little bit more on there because I'd like it a little thicker. while I've covered it, I would still like it a little thicker. Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, because I was rushing the second batch, probably made it a touch runny, but that's just the way it goes. Now, while that's all doing its thing, I'm just going to do around the bath there. And all I'm doing is the spots of this. Good. Get that. Get that behind the fridge. Go. So, that's had a little bit of time on there, doesn't need a lot. Now we're just going to screed across it, same how you would anything else, to try and get it as flat as possible. So all I'm using for this is a level. You can get proper screeding stuff, but level will do me just fine, because I was going to buy one to do one bathroom. So So all we've done is we've run the level across it, and we could see there were some low points. So we've put a bit more of the cement in there, or render, and just do the same again. Make sure it's nice and level. Okay, so it's looking not too bad. Now bear in mind, you will fix any minor imperfections with the tiles. Now, just going to work on the inside corners, and I'll give it a bit of a float. And last of all, this is called a sponge float. This is just to smooth it off a little. Just finish it. So there you go. Look, we just filled in the holes, so the tiles have something to stick to. It's not too bad behind them. That's nice and flat. The flatter you get that, the easier it is to tile. But a good tiler will fix that. I mean, we still got to waterproof it, screed it and do all that. But that's just a way of patching that wall, so you've got something to put your tiles onto. Because once that glue gets onto it, I mean, you can see how rough this is, and the glue will still stick to it, no problems. So I've got to give that a good waterproof. And then my tiler will come in and he'll do that. I won't be tiling that because he does a better job than I do. So I'll give you a picture of it once it's all done. Alright, till the next video, don't forget to like and subscribe.